Okay, children, today we will learn a new figure of speech which you have not learned so far. That is, children, paradox. Okay. So before starting paradox, I want to remind you one thing, children. See, last year, except one concept, whatever topics are there, no, for your 10th first language English grammar, I have covered all the topics, including simple, compound, complex sentences, okay, including use of to in the place of so that. So everything we have completed. We have solved a number of examples in the class. We have started with the very basic concept of tenses. Then in all the cases, active voice, passive voice, in different types of sentences, how to change a sentence from active to passive, that we have seen. Then we have discussed about direct and indirect speech, question tag, degrees of comparison. Everything we have discussed, right? Figures of speech, everything. But your duty, see, this year I have told previous year itself. So in 10th standard, it will not be possible to teach from the basic. Okay, you are expected to revise what you have learned in your 7th standard, 8th standard, and 9th standard. And one more thing, children. See, whatever textbooks you have, no, 8th, 9th, 7th, 8th, 9th textbooks, whatever grammar topics are discussed there, no, at the end of the lesson. So, please have a revision of that, because definitely from that part also you can expect a question for examination. We have even discussed third conditional, then noun clause, adjective clause, adverb clause, everything we have discussed. No, phrasal verb I have not discussed the previous year, but Nelson sir has given many examples on phrasal verbs. No, so that's why it becomes your responsibility to revise the things. I can give worksheets, okay, but I cannot go for many worksheets this year. So whatever examples you have written in your grammar notebook so far, that you have to revise. Otherwise, see, you will lose many marks there. Okay, so that is one thing. Unexpected question definitely will be there. Analogy part, no, 4 marks analogy will be there. It will be very hard part. So glossary you should be perfect. Prefix, suffix, homonyms, homophones, homograph. About that you should have perfection. Then one unexpected question definitely will be there in analogy part. Okay. So ಅದು ಒಂದು ಕಷ್ಟದ ಜೊತೆಗೆ ನೀವು, so where you can easily get the marks, maybe in voice, maybe in reported speech, maybe in degrees of comparison, there you should not lose marks at all, right? So take my advice and start revising the grammar. Whatever questions and whatever solutions you have written in your grammar notebook, no, revise it. You can refer other sources also. So hope you will do that. Then I have sent you a notice relating to this one, Kalotsava, no, children. In your class, there are many students who can draw very nice, right? So Aniket is there, Anvit is there, Dhruva is there, Om Shantika is there. Many students are there. No, who else is there who can draw beautifully? I think in your class, majority of the students, more than 40% of the students are very good in drawing. But you have not read that circular. Nobody has given their name yet for a drawing competition. See, it is national level competition. NCERT is conducting this Kalotsava competition. You have the option to draw 2D diagrams, and also you have the option to draw your 3D drawings. Once you go through it and take a decision, okay? So by today evening, in your class, there are good students who can draw very nicely. Please go through the circular and give your names to Santosh sir. Is that clear? I hope you will do that. Now, I'll come to the grammar concept of today, that is paradox. So, paradox is a statement. It is a statement where you can find contradiction. So, the statement which will have contradiction in itself. See, the moving ever shall stay. Okay, what is the meaning of this? So, in this very sentence, you can find what, children? Contradiction. The moving ever shall stay. The moving ever shall stay. Here you have contradiction. See, moving, stay. So completely opposite words. So this very statement has got truth as well as untruth. So this type of what? Statements are called paradox. So same type of one more figure of speech you have learned in the previous year. That is your oxymoron, right? You have learned about oxymoron, and best example is cruel kindness, right? See, very interesting thing, children. Last year I have not told you about this one. This oxymoron, it is a group of 2 or 3 words which are opposite or which will give opposite meaning, okay? And it is used to give what dramatical effect to that sentence or that concept there. So here why it is called oxymoron? See, oxy, the meaning of this word oxy is wise and moron is foolish. See here. In this very name of this figure of speech, you have oxymoron, wise, foolish. Okay. So this paradox, it is little bit different from oxymoron. So oxymoron, it is the compressed form of your paradox. Okay, oxymoron is also, so oxymoron also has got contradictory words, but it will not be in the form of statement. Okay, oxymoron is group of 2 or more opposite words, but your paradox, it is a statement. Understood? So here, cruel kindness, it is an example for oxymoron. So you have cruel one word and you have kindness another word. Both of them are contradictory. Both of them are opposite. So this cruel kindness, if I write, I have to be cruel. Okay. I have to be cruel or I have to act cruel to be kind. See here. I have to act cruel to be kind. Now, this cruel kindness, it is put in the form of a statement. Now, it became your paradox. Understood? So, now, let us go through the definition of paradox and also let us check many examples here. Okay? Yes, share it. So, see here children, I have written the definition of paradox. Paradox is, it is apparently self-contradictory statement, the underlying meaning of which is revealed only by careful scrutiny. Okay, only after understanding, only after thinking about that statement deeply, we will understand its real meaning. So once we look that sentence, no, it appears that that sentence itself is contradictory, that sentence has got no meaning. But when we study or when we look into it deeply, then we will understand that it has got a hidden truth there. So here you can see, it shows children, okay, it seems to be contradictory, but it will have, okay, it will, when upon reflection, when we reflect on that sentence, you can find, or it gives a sense there, it will be reasonable. That is called your paradox. Now let us check the examples one by one. See, here I have written many examples. One first example is, the greatest thing that can come from hatredness is love. See, hatredness and love are opposite words, right? The greatest thing that can come from hatredness is love. So this is shown by Shakespeare in his famous novel, Romeo Juliet. Okay, so from hatredness love comes. So this is a paradox. So actually from hatredness you cannot expect love, but sometimes it happens. That's why it has got a hidden truth in this sentence. That's why it is an example for paradox. Now next one is less is more. Okay, sometimes a powerful person or ನಾವು ಯಾರಿಗೋ ಏನೋ ಒಂದು ಸಹಾಯ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೇವೆ ಅಂತ ಇಟ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೋದು. So there we will not doing any hard work. We will be not doing any hard work. It is very easy for us to do that work. But for the person who is getting that help, no. So it will be more enough for him. But we are doing it, no. So on our part, it will be very easy. It will be very less contribution on our part. We think like that. But the person who is getting help there, no, for him it will be a lot. That's why less is more. It is an example for paradox. Then another one, the most corrected copies are commonly the least correct. See here, the most corrected copies are commonly the least correct. ಸೊ ನಾವೇನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೇವೆ ಕೆಲವೊಂದ್ಸಲ ಯಾವ್ದು ಒಂದು ತಪ್ಪಿರಬಾರ್ದು ಅಂತ ತೀರಾ ಗಮನ ಕೊಟ್ಟು ಕೆಲಸ ಮಾಡಿರ್ತೇವೆ. ಆದ್ರೂ ಕೂಡ ಏನಾಗ್ತದಪ್ಪ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಅದ್ರಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದಲ್ಲ ಎರಡಲ್ಲ ಒಂದಿಷ್ಟು ತಪ್ಪುಗಳು ಉಳ್ಕೊಂಡ್ ಬಿಡ್ತದೆ. ಯಾವಾಗ್ಲೂ ಹಾಗೆ ಅಲ್ವಾ, ನಾವು ಯಾವ್ದನ್ನ ತುಂಬಾ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಮನಸ್ಸಿನಲ್ಲಿ ಇಟ್ಕೊಂಡು ಎಲ್ಲಾ ಕಾನ್ಸಂಟ್ರೇಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡು ಅದ್ರ ಮೇಲೆ ಕಂಪ್ಲೀಟ್ ಹಾರ್ಡ್ ವರ್ಕ್ ಮಾಡಿದ ಮೇಲೂ ಕೂಡ ಡೆಫಿನೆಟ್ಲಿ ಆಸ್ ವಿ ಆರ್ ವೆರಿ ಕಾನ್ಶಿಯಸ್ while doing that work, no. So there is every chance of making mistake. So it is for this reason, what is it called, children? The most corrected copies are commonly the least correct. Best example I can give for you. So last exam, so whatever exam you have written, okay, with the help of WhatsApp there, no, I have read the question paper at least for 10 times. Okay, I have read your question paper, English as well as your this one, what social science question paper. But finally what happened, there was a question, there came a question which was not there, which was not from the given portions, right? Roman number 3, first question. So I took so much care about it. I didn't want to make any mistake at all. But still what happened, that mistake happened there. So this became an example for what, children? Paradox. I took lots of care, but still there was a mistake. It is an example for paradox. When we concentrate on a particular work too much, becoming very conscious, then there is every chance that you may have a mistake there. So it is an example for paradox. Then next one is we can save money by spending it. Okay, so we can save money by spending it. ನಮ್ಮ ಹತ್ರ ಹಣವನ್ನ ಇಟ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೋದಕ್ಕಿಂತನೂ ನಾವು ಅದನ್ನ ಸ್ಪೆಂಡ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಅಥವಾ ಬೇರೆದ್ರ ಮೇಲೆ ಇನ್ವೆಸ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ ಏನಾಗ್ತದೆ, ಅದು ಸೇವ್ ಆಗ್ತದೆ ಅಂತ. ಸೊ ಬ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇಡೋದ್ರಿಂದ ನಮ್ಗೆ ಒಂದಿಷ್ಟು ಇಂಟ್ರೆಸ್ಟ್ ಸಿಗ್ತದೆ, ಅಥವಾ ಅದೇ ಹಣವನ್ನ ನಾವು ಯಾವುದೋ ಬಿಸ್ನೆಸ್ ಮೇಲೆ ಇನ್ವೆಸ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡೋದ್ರಿಂದ ನಮಗೆ ನಮ್ಮ ಇರುವಂತಹ ಹಣ ಏನಾಗ್ತದೆ, ಇನ್ನು ಹೆಚ್ಚಿಗೆ ಆಗ್ತದೆ. ಸೊ ವಿ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಸೇವ್ ಮನಿ ಬೈ ಸ್ಪೆಂಡಿಂಗ್ ಇಟ್. ಸೊ ಅಗೇನ್ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಅನ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ ಫಾರ್ ಸೇವಿಂಗ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಸ್ಪೆಂಡಿಂಗ್ completely contradictory, right? So but it is reality, it is truth. That is why it is an example for paradox. Next, then another sentence is there, I must be cruel to be kind. So already we have discussed this one. Next one, war is peace, freedom is slavery, ignorance is strength. Okay, war is peace. Once you can stop sharing. How it is an example? See here, very contradictory and very popular paradox, this one. War is peace, freedom is slavery, ignorance is strength. Okay, how war is peace? War hege peace aagtade? War and peace, they are completely opposite words. You know Mahabharata Yuddha, right? So why was Mahabharata Yuddha fought? Okay, to establish dharma. ಹೌದಾ? ಧರ್ಮವನ್ನ ಎಸ್ಟಾಬ್ಲಿಷ್ ಮಾಡ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಅಧರ್ಮದ ಮೂಲಕ ಯುದ್ಧವನ್ನ ನಡೆಸುವಂತಹ ಪರಿಸ್ಥಿತಿ ಬಂತು. ಎಷ್ಟು ಪಾಂಡವಾಸ್ ಹೂ ಫಾಲೋಡ್ ದ ವೇ ಆಫ್ ಧರ್ಮ, ರೈಟ್? They also had to opt some ways which can be considered as adharma. ಹೌದಾ? ಎಷ್ಟೋ ಕೃಷ್ಣ ಇರಬಹುದು, ಅರ್ಜುನ ಇರಬಹುದು, ಅಥವಾ ದ್ರೋಣಾಚಾರ್ಯರನ್ನ ಕೊಲ್ಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ಅಶ್ವತ್ಥಾಮ ಹತ, ಹೌದಾ? ಅಥವಾ ಕರ್ಣನ ಬಾಣವನ್ನ ತಪ್ಪಿಸ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಕೃಷ್ಣ ಅವನ ರಥವನ್ನೇ ಕೆಳಗೆ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಿರಬಹುದು. ಸೋ ಮೆನಿ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ಸ್ ಆರ್ ದೇರ್. ಸೊ ಧರ್ಮದ ಸಲುವಾಗಿ ಅಧರ್ಮದಿಂದ ಮಾಡದಂತಹ ಯುದ್ಧ. ಸೊ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಅನ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ ಫಾರ್ ಪ್ಯಾರಡಾಕ್ಸ್. ಸೊ ವಾರ್ ಈಸ್ ಪೀಸ್. ಈಗ ಎಷ್ಟೋ ಅನ್ಸುತ್ತೆ, ಈಗ ಎಷ್ಟು ದಿನದ ತನಕ ಅಂತ ನಾವು ಟೆರರಿಸಮ್ ಅನ್ನ ತಡ್ಕೊಂಡಿರ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಸಾಧ್ಯ ಉಂಟು? ನಮಗೆ ಪೀಸ್ ಬೇಕು ಅಂದ್ರೆ ವಿ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ವಾರ್ ವಿತ್ ದ ಟೆರರಿಸ್ಟ್, ಹೌದಾ? ಅಥವಾ ನಮ್ಮ ಮೇಲೆ ಚೀನಾ ಇರ್ಬೋದು, ಅಥವಾ ಪಾಕಿಸ್ತಾನ ಇರ್ಬೋದು, ಈ ಕಡೆ ಬಾಂಗ್ಲಾದೇಶ ಇರ್ಬೋದು, ನಮ್ಮ ಬಾರ್ಡರ್ ಅನ್ನ ಮುಂದೆ ಹಾಕೊಂಡು ಬರ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ. ಎಷ್ಟು ದಿನದ ತನಕ ನಾವು ಸುಮ್ಮನಿರ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಆಗ್ತದೆ? ಟು ಎಸ್ಟಾಬ್ಲಿಷ್ ಪೀಸ್ ವಾಟ್ ವಿ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ಡೂ? ವಿ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ವಾರ್, ಹೌದಾ? ವಾರ್ ಈಸ್ ಪೀಸ್. ಇನ್ ದ ಸೇಮ್ ವೇ ಫ್ರೀಡಮ್ ಈಸ್ ಸ್ಲೇವರಿ. ಸೊ ಈಗ ಸಮಾಜದಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾವುದೇ ರೂಲ್ಸ್ ಮತ್ತೆ ರೆಗ್ಯುಲೇಷನ್ ಇಲ್ಲ ಅಂತ ಇಟ್ಕೊಳ್ವಾ. ಲೆಟ್ ಅಸ್ ಸಪೋಸ್ ದಟ್ ದೇರ್ ಇಸ್ ನೋ ರೂಲ್, ದೇರ್ ಇಸ್ ನೋ ರೆಗ್ಯುಲೇಷನ್ ಎಟ್ ಆಲ್. ದೇರ್ ಇಸ್ ನೋ ಬಡಿ ಟು ಸ್ಟಾಪ್ ದ ಅದರ್ ಪರ್ಸನ್. ದೇರ್ ಇಸ್ ನೋ ಬಡಿ ಟು ಸ್ಟಾಪ್ the people who are acting according to their wish. Then what happens? It will lead to anarchy. ಹೌದಾ? ಹಾಗೇನೆ ಸೊ ಫ್ರೀಡಮ್ ಇದೆ ಅಂತ ನಾನು ಯಾವ್ಯಾವ್ದೋ ಟೈಮಿಗೆ ಏನೇನೋ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೇನೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ, ಅಥವಾ ಐ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಫ್ರೀಡಮ್, ನೋ ಬಡಿ ಈಸ್ ದೇರ್ ಟು ಕ್ವಶನ್ ಮೀ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ಕೊಂಡು ನಾನು ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು? ಯಾವ್ಯಾವ್ದೋ ಕೆಟ್ಟ ಚಟಗಳನ್ನ ಕಲಿಬಹುದು. ಸೊ ಇಟ್ ವಿಲ್ ಲೀಡ್ ಟು ವಾಟ್? ಸ್ಲೇವರಿ. ಐ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿಕಮ್ ಗುಲಾಮ ಆಫ್ ದಟ್ ಬ್ಯಾಡ್ ಹ್ಯಾಬಿಟ್, ಸ್ಲೇವ್ ಆಫ್ ದಟ್ ಬ್ಯಾಡ್ ಹ್ಯಾಬಿಟ್, ರೈಟ್? So freedom is slavery. So when there is no control, if it is absolute freedom, then definitely it will lead to what, children? Slavery. So freedom is slavery. Then the next one is ignorance is strength. Many times what happens, if we do not know anything at all, no, we will be confident on our side. For example, let us suppose that nange ಮತ್ತೆ ಅಕ್ಷಯ್ಗೆ ಯುದ್ಧ ಆಗ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಉಂಟು ಅಂತ ಇಟ್ಕೊಳ್ಳುವ. ಸೊ ಅಕ್ಷಯ್ ಎಷ್ಟು ಪವರ್ಫುಲ್ ಇದ್ದಾನೆ, ಅವನ ಜೊತೆ ಯಾರ್ಯಾರು ಇದ್ದಾರೆ, ಅಥವಾ ಅವನ ಸೈನ್ಯ ಎಷ್ಟು ಉಂಟು, ಇದು ಯಾವುದು ನನಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಿಲ್ಲ. ಐ ಫೀಲ್ ದಟ್ ಐ ಆಮ್ ವೆರಿ ಪವರ್ಫುಲ್ ಪರ್ಸನ್, ಐ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಗಾಟ್ ಮಚ್ ಸ್ಟ್ರೆಂತ್, I am confident on my side. But if I check what power or what army Akshay has got, no, it will lead to what? I will face what? Somewhat what? Inconfidence comes to me, or I'll start feeling what, children? What? ಒಂದು ರೀತಿ ಭಯ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ಆಗ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಆಗ್ತದೆ ಅಲ್ವಾ? ನನ್ನಲ್ಲಿ ಭಯ ಹುಟ್ಕೊಳ್ತದೆ ಅಲ್ವಾ? ಸೊ ಐ ವಿಲ್ ಫೀಲ್ ಅಫ್ರೇಡ್. ಸೊ ದಿಸ್ ಈಸ್ ಅಗೇನ್ ಅನ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ ಫಾರ್ ಯುವರ್ ಪ್ಯಾರಡಾಕ್ಸ್. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ಸ್ಟ್ರೆಂತ್, ಯುವರ್ ಇಗ್ನರೆನ್ಸ್ ಈಸ್ ಸ್ಟ್ರೆಂತ್. ಎಷ್ಟೋ ಜನರಿಗೆ ನನ್ನ ಮೇಲೆ ಯಾವ ರೀತಿ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪ್ಲಾಯ್ಟೇಷನ್ ನಡೀತಾ ಇದೆ ಅಂತ ಗೊತ್ತಿಲ್ಲದೇನೆ ಹೋಗ್ಬಿಟ್ರೆ ನಾನೇನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೇನೆ, ನನಗ್ ದುಃಖನೇ ಇರೋದಿಲ್ಲ, ಹೌದಾ? ಅಥವಾ ನನ್ನ ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಬೇರೆ ಜನ ಎಲ್ಲ ಯಾವ ರೀತಿ ಲೈಫ್ ಅನ್ನ ಲೀಡ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ ಹೇಳೋದು ನನಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತೇನೇ ಇಲ್ಲ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ನಾನು ಬದುಕುವಂತಹ ರೀತಿ ಸರಿಯಾ? ಸೊ ದಿಸ್ ಈಸ್ ignorance is strength. The best example is war between me and Akshay. So if I know what power Akshay has got, then I'll feel afraid. Okay. Otherwise, if I'm ignorant about his power, I'm confident on my power. I'll feel happy, right? That's why ignorance is strength. Okay. So ಯುದ್ಧಕ್ಕೆ ಹೋಗೋದಕ್ಕಿಂತ ಮುಂಚೆನೆ ನನಗೆ ಭಯ ಆಗೋದು ತಪ್ಪೋಯ್ತು, ಹೌದಾ? If I'm ignorant about Akshay's army or Akshay's power. So this is again called what, children? Paradox. I hope you have understood. Has anybody messaged there, Akshay? What he has messaged? That I will explain him later. Okay. Then any other question? Yes. Okay. Then next one. I hope you have understood. War is peace. Then freedom is slavery, and ignorance is strength. I hope that you have understood. Then next section. See, next one is I know that I know nothing. See here, I know that I know nothing. ಓಕೆ, ನನಗೆ ಏನೂ ಗೊತ್ತಿಲ್ಲ ಹೇಳುವಂತಹ ವಿಚಾರ ನನಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತುಂಟು, ನನಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಿಲ್ಲ ಹೇಳುವಂತಹ ವಿಚಾರ ನನಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತುಂಟು, ಗೊತ್ತಿದೆ ಗೊತ್ತಿಲ್ಲ. So again you have two opposite concepts here. So again this one is an example for paradox. Okay, then come to next example, children. See there, the child is father of that man. Okay, the child is father of the man. How can it be possible? How a child can be father of somebody? So this is a very popular oxymoron given by Williams Wordsworth. Okay, ಹೆಂಗಪ್ಪ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಈಗ ನಿಮಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಿರ್ಬೇಕಲ್ಲ, ಗಿಡ ಇದಲ್ಲ ಮತ್ತೊಂದು ನಿಮ್ದು ಕನ್ನಡ ಪ್ರೋವರ್ಬ್ ಉಂಟಲ್ಲ, ಬೆಳೆಯುವ ಸಿರಿ ಮೊಳಕೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಅಂತ, ಹೌದಾ? ಸೊ ನಾವು ದೊಡ್ಡ ಆದ್ಮೇಲೆ ನಮ್ಮಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾವ ಯಾವ ಗುಣಗಳು ಬರಬಹುದು ಹೇಳುವಂಥದ್ದು ನಾವು ಚಿಕ್ಕ ಮಗು ಇದ್ದಾಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಾಗ್ತದೆ. ಸೊ ಮೇ ಬಿ Wordsworth meant by this paradox. Okay, what is that? The child is the father of man. Then next one is this is the beginning of the end. Okay, beginning of the end. So again this is paradox. Then next one is the more choices we have, the harder it to choose. More choices we have, harder it to choose. So if we have only 3 or 4 options, we can easily choose one. But if we have a number of options, hundreds of options if we get, then our job becomes difficult. So this is again an example for paradox. Okay, then what is the next example? Yes, the only constant is change. See here, constant means what? Constant means what, children? ನಿಂತುಕೊಂಡಿರುವಂತದ್ದು, ಹೌದಾ? The only constant is change. So without change you cannot think of the world. Everything will change the one or the other day. So that's why this change is like your the moving ever shall stay. Like this, the only constant thing in the world is change. Change illde yavudunu illa. So this is again an example for paradox. Okay, now last example for today. The child is the father. I have written, no? The child is the father of man. 11th one. Which one I have left, Akshay? I have explained. Yeah, 2 times I have written the same example. Okay. Now, what doubts you have, you can ask me. Is it clear or you have any doubt? Stop sharing. Oxymoron, let me tell you. Difference I have told already. So, if it is a statement, okay, then it is paradox. See here, this one. I have to act. I have to act. I have to act cruel to be kind. So this is an example for paradox because this is a sentence. Paradox can be in the form of a sentence or else it can be in the form of a paragraph. Okay, whereas your oxymoron, it is the group of 2 opposite words. Cruel, kindness. Then your act naturally. So act naturally. Again, this is an example for oxymoron. So act naturally. It is, see, this one is a pair of 2 opposite words. So if it is the pair of 2 opposite words, it is oxymoron. Oxymoron is the compressed form of paradox, whereas paradox will be in the form of statement or paragraph. Now children, tell me, do you have any doubt? Or if there is any confusion, let us have it discussed. Do you have any doubt? Pratham Bhatt?
Yes, Mataji. Yes, Mataji.
Did you understand?
Yes, Mataji.
Any doubt, Mari?
No.
ಎಲ್ಲದು ಮೇಲಿಂದ ಹೋಯ್ತಾ?
ಇಲ್ಲ, ಸರಿ ಅರ್ಥ ಆಯ್ತು.
ಸರಿ ಅರ್ಥ ಆಯ್ತಾ? How many marks will you give for this figure of speech?
Mataji, 10 out of 10.
Really? Okay, nice. Then the next one, Shantika.
Yes, Mataji.
Did you understand, Marie?
Yes.
Really?
Mataji.
Any confusion?
No.
Difference between oxymoron and paradox? Is that clear?
Yes, I understood.
Yeah, nice. Okay. Then afterwards, I'll go to Aniket. Aniket,
Yes, Mataji.
any doubt?
No.
No doubt. How many marks will you give?
It's 9.5.
9.5. Okay. Then Sumuk,
Yes, Mataji.
did you understand now?
Yes, Mataji, I understood.
Difference between oxymoron and paradox, that is also understood.
Yes, Mataji. Yes, Mataji, I understood.
How many marks will you give?
9.5.
Okay. Then Siri,
Yes, Mataji.
understood?
Yes, Mataji.
Then how many marks will you give?
9.5.
Okay. Then Shanmi, 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 I think she cannot hear me. Anvit ji Naik, Banwasi, Banwasi Anvit,
Yes, Mataji.
did you understand or you have any doubt?
No, Mataji, no doubt.
You don't have any doubt. Pakka.
Yes, Mataji.
How many marks will you give for this figure of speech?
9, Mataji.
9. Okay, Mari. Then Anish,
Yes, Mataji.
yeah, tell me, understood?
Yes, Mataji, understood.
How many marks will you give?
9.
Okay, last chance goes to Nitin Shetty. Nitin,
Yes, Mataji. I
understood?
understood.
Huh.
Yes,
Marks?
Mataji.
Marks.
9.5.
Okay, what about Akshay?
Mataji understood 9.5.
Okay, nice children. So now meeting is going to end. I want the same strength very fast. Rejoin with the same link. Be very quick.